You sit alone in the cockpit. The leather chair squeaks beneath you. It is the only sound in the deep void. They call you the mailman. It sounds boring. It sounds like you deliver coupons for pizza. You wish it were that simple. You do not deliver paper. You deliver closure. You carry final words to the afterlife. Most people think your job is a myth. They think the afterlife is a fairy tale. You know better. You have the map. You have the clearance codes. And you have a ship that smells like old coffee. A light blinks on your console. It is red and urgent. A summons has arrived. You lean forward to check the source. It comes from the Zorath system. You frown. That system is a graveyard. A colony vanished there 10 years ago. No one survived. Yet the signal is strong. It is a trembling plea for pickup. Someone has left a letter for the dead. You sigh and tap the thrusters. The ship groans as it wakes up. It hates waking up early. You tell it to hush. There is work to do. You plot the course for Zorath. The stars blur into streaks of white. You arrive in the sector hours later. It is quiet here. Too quiet. A debris field floats in the distance. It is all that remains of the colony. You scan the wreckage. A cracked transmission hums through the nebula. It sounds like static at first. You adjust the frequency. A voice cuts through the noise. It is faint and desperate. It is pleading for rescue, but not for a person. It pleads for a message to be saved. You recognize the pattern. It is a hidden cipher. It pulses beneath the static. You run the decryption software. The computer hums as it works. The code is old. It dates back to the first era of flight. You watch the screen. Words begin to form. It is a set of coordinates. They point to a location nearby. It is deep inside an asteroid belt. You grab the control stick. This is going to be a bumpy ride. You verify the shields are up. You guide the ship into the rocks. The asteroid belt is dense. Giant stones tumble in the dark. You dodge a spinning rock the size of a house. Your proximity alarm screams. You silence it with a tap. You see a structure ahead. It is built into a massive hollow rock. It looks like a temple. Or a fortress. You match its rotation. The docking clamps engage with a thud. The airlock hisses. You grab your satchel. You step into the unknown. The air inside is stale. It tastes like dust and rust. You are in a grand hall. This is the archive of forgotten heroes. You have heard rumors of this place. It is an orbital library. Shelves stretch up into the darkness. They are filled with scrolls. You walk down the center aisle. The floor echoes with your steps. You see names etched on the scrolls. They are the names of iron-willed pioneers. These people tamed the stars. They died alone so others could live. You feel a kinship with them. You are stubborn like they were. You refuse to give up. You reach the central podium. A single object rests there. It is a crystal. It glows with a soft blue light. This is the relic of echoes. You reach out to touch it. The crystal vibrates against your glove. It is warm. It holds the memories of lost crews. A voice whispers in your mind. It is not scary. It is sad. It offers a map. It shows the path to the hidden sanctuary. This is where the afterlife gate waits. You secure the crystal in your bag. You head back to the ship. You strap yourself into the pilot seat. The crystal sits on the dash. It projects a hologram of the route. You have to cross the rift. It is a shimmering fissure in space-time. Most pilots avoid it. It tears ships apart. You do not have a choice. You push the throttle forward. The ship surges toward the tear. The stars around you twist. The colors shift from black to purple. The hull begins to rattle. You grip the stick tighter. The rift shudders around you. It is testing your resolve. You fight the controls. The gravity shear is immense. It feels like a giant hand is squeezing the ship. You divert power to the stabilizers. The lights flicker and die. You are flying blind. You trust your gut. You push through the turbulence. A sudden calm washes over the vessel. You have broken through. You check the damage report. The coffee maker is offline. That is a tragedy. But the engines are fine. You look out the viewport. You are in a strange pocket of space. Towering constructs float ahead. They are made of dark alloy. They are the guardians of silence. They block the path to the exit. Their sensors awaken at your approach. Red eyes glow in the dark. They track your movement. You slow the ship to a crawl. You open a hailing frequency. You identify yourself as the Mailman. The Guardians do not fire. They wait. They are checking your cargo. They sense the letter from Zorith. They sense the relic. They drift apart to let you pass. You guide the ship past the giants. They are larger than cities. You feel small. You enter a chamber of pure light. A figure waits for you there. It is the Elder Ones. You have to say the name slowly. It is a timeless envoy. It shifts form as you watch. It has no true face. It speaks without a mouth. It offers safe passage for a price. You ask what the cost is. The Elder Ones points to you. It wants a promise. You must deliver the letter at any cost. You weigh the cost. A promise to the Elder Ones is binding. If you fail, you become a ghost. You will drift here forever. You look at the letter in your bag. The colony on Zoroth deserves peace. You nod your head. You accept the bargain. The Elder Ones bows. The light fades. The path forward is clear. You exhale a breath you were holding. That was close. You steer the ship away. You are sweating. You need a shower and a new coffee machine. You enter a region of shadow. A phantom armada drifts here. This is the Forgotten Fleet. The hulls are black as night. They blend into the void. You scan the ships. They are from every era. Some are ancient rockets. Some are sleek cruisers. Their crews linger on board. They are waiting for a final word. They cannot move on without it. You feel their eyes on you. They are hopeful. You are their only link to the living. You fly toward the flagship. The flagship is a massive dreadnought. Its cannons are silent. You dock at the main port. You float through the corridors. The gravity is weak here. You reach the central core. It is a glowing sphere of energy. You take the colony's plea from your bag. It is a small data chip. You place it into the core. The message flickers. It ripples across the void. The entire fleet shudders. The lights on the ships turn green. They have received the news. They are free. The fleet begins to fade. The ships turn into mist. They drift away into the light. You watch them go. It is a beautiful sight, but you cannot stay. A storm is brewing. Clouds of starborn dust swirl around you. They are red and angry. The storm engulfs your ship. The wind tears at the skin of the hull. You run back to the cockpit. You detach the ship. You fire the main thrusters. You have to outrun the dust. It is like flying inside a tornado. The vortex spins you around. Debris slams into the shields. You spin the ship to deflect a rock. The warning alarms are back. They are singing a duet. You ignore them. You steer through the chaos. You trust your instinct. You see a gap in the storm. You dive for it. You burst out of the cloud. The space is clear again. You wipe sweat from your brow. That was too close. You check the paint. The ship is scratched. You will have to buff that out. A sound fills the cockpit. It is a melody. It is the beacon's lament. A lone beacon floats ahead. It sings a mournful tune. It calls lost souls home. Its light is a steady pulse. It calms your nerves. It steadies your weary heart. You follow the song. It leads you to a massive gate. The gate is made of white stone. It stands alone in space. It is the Afterlife gate. You have arrived. You prepare for the final step. You grab the last missive. The gate opens slowly. White light spills out. It reveals a realm of quiet twilight. It looks peaceful. You see spirits waiting on the other side. They look like normal people. They are smiling. You float the missive toward them. A woman catches it. She reads it and weeps tears of joy. She waves at you. You wave back. You feel a lump in your throat. This is the best part of the job. You have delivered peace. The gate begins to close. You turn the ship around, but you are not done. The Elder Ones appears on your screen. It claims its due. The price of the bargain must be paid. It demands a fragment of your memory. It wants the memory of your fear. You agree. You feel a sharp pain in your head. It lasts only a second. Then it is gone. You feel lighter. You have lost a piece of yourself, but it was a heavy piece. You accept the loss as a quiet echo. You set a course for home. The ship slips back toward familiar stars. The universe feels a shade brighter. You check your bank account. The payment has cleared. It is enough to fix the coffee maker, maybe even buy a donut. You smile. You are the mailman. It is not a bad gig. You lean back in the chair. You close your eyes for a moment. The radio crackles again. Another summons arrives. You open your eyes. You prepare for the next call. The horizon waits.